You guys want to hear something terrifying? The Prophecy of the Pope. This book was found in the Vatican archives in the 1500s, and it was authored by, his name was Malachi of Armagh, but this book has 111 cryptic phrases. Basically, it predicted every single pope from in 1143 all the way to our current pope, Pope Francis.
No way.
But the scary thing is, after Pope Francis, the last one, it just says in Judgment Day.
Oh, gosh.
It literally ends after Pope Francis?
Yes. The creepiest thing that I saw inside St. Paul's Basilica, like bordering the whole inner sanctuary, is every single pope, like a picture of every single pope. But what's weird is that there's only a certain amount of markers to where you can put a picture. One left after Pope Francis. They have always said that once that last slot is filled, it will be the end of the world. What he predicted and the time it took to go from the first pope that he wrote about to the second halfway mark pope was 422 years. And he's saying from the middle one to the end, another 422 years will be the end of the world. And if you do 422 years from the middle pope, which was 1585, that year is 2027.
Dang!
Pope John the 23rd, he said that the end of the world would happen 2,000 years plus Christ's life. So that adds up to 2027.
A massive investigation has just revealed that Mark Zuckerberg is currently building a top secret $100 million compound in Hawaii with plans that include a massive underground bunker. This is something we need to talk about because it is some leave the world behind shit. So Wired recently obtained a trove of planning documents, public records, and court filings, which revealed that back in 2014, Zuck bought a massive piece of land for an estimated $170 million. And when coupled with the cost of the building, it will become one of the most expensive personal projects in the world. But it's not just the price tag that is baffling. This project is shrouded in so much secrecy that it's almost become mythical to the locals in Kauai. Wired reported that security guards stand at entrance gates and patrol surrounding beaches on ATVs, and a 6-foot wall blocks the view, so all you can see is the dozens of trucks hauling building materials and transporting hundreds of workers in and out of the compound. Speaking of workers, nobody working on this project is allowed to talk about what they're building. And I mean that literally, because everyone from carpenters to electricians to painters to security guards are all bound by a strict NDA. And according to a local official affiliated with the project, for a private project to have an NDA attached to it is very rare. In fact, Wired said that multiple workers claimed that they had saw or heard about colleagues removed from the project for simply posting about it on social media. Ironic that Zuck of all people is the one that wants privacy. Now, according to planning documents, Zuck's fortress will consist of more than a dozen buildings with at least 30 bedrooms and 30 bathrooms, but the two central mansions will be joined by a tunnel that branches off into a massive underground shelter. It will be equipped with its own energy and food supplies, a living space, a mechanical room, and an escape hatch that can be accessed via a ladder. In addition, many of the property's doors are planned to be keypad operated or soundproof. The door in the underground bunker will be constructed out of metal and filled with concrete, a style common in bomb shelters, and others like those in the library are described as blind doors, which are made to imitate the design of the surrounding walls. The compound will also be completely self-sufficient with its own water tank and food grown and produced across its sprawling land. And if you're thinking, oh my god, what the hell does Zuck know that the rest of us don't? Well, to be honest, it's not just Zuck. Foreign countries around the world are becoming riddled with doomsday bunkers for tech billionaires. In fact, just one construction company said that they installed about 10 bunkers in New Zealand over the past few years alone.
What are you doing?